going to get started right away, implementing a little bit of movement. So you're going to come onto your mat and come onto hands and knees in a tabletop posture. So as your wrists come underneath your shoulders, your knees are going to rest directly underneath your hips. And we'll come into the cow posture. You're going to dip your navel and lift your chest to look up. So you're creating a smile shape in the spine. And in a counter pose, rounding in the spine, you'll arch and come into cat. Now dip your navel, inhale through your nose, come back into that cow posture. Breathe out through your nose, round in the spine, come into cat. One more time, inhale, dip the navel, lift the chest, look up. Tuck your tailbone under, press the floor away. You're going to come to neutralize the spine. We're going to come into a similar shape of child's pose, but you're going to keep your legs exactly as they are. So as you shift to sit back towards your heels, your forehead most likely will not make contact to the floor. And then I'm going to have you rise back up into a tabletop posture. We're going to come into what I'm referring to as a saggy seal, meaning you're going to dip your pelvis and then you're going to lift in your chest. So if you're a regular practitioner of yoga, it's like an up dog and seal pose. So the lower body's relaxed and you're lifting your chest up as you look up. And then you're going to lower all the way to the ground as your elbows hug in. Like I stated, just a bit of movement before we come into holding postures. So as your toenails are to the ground, your chest is to the floor, you're going to come into baby cobra. So as you lift in your chest, there's little to no weight in the hands. Elbows hug in. Let's stay close to the ground, breathe in, and then lower your chest to the ground, out breath. We'll do that again. Press into your toenails, inhale, lift your chest. And then breathe out, lower your chest down. One more time. Press into your toenails, knees lift, heart up, legs back, and lower your chest down. Come up onto your hands and knees, tabletop. Sit back towards your heels like a child's pose. Let's move with the breath. Come forward on your inhale into that saggy seal. Lift in your chest. Breathe out, lower all the way to the floor, elbows hugging in. Inhale, lift your chest, lightness in hands. Breathe out, lower your chest to the floor. Come back up onto your hands and knees, breathe in. Sit towards your heels like the child's pose, out breath. One more time, come forward into that saggy seal. Lift in your chest, look up. Lower, exhale, down. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulders can shrug up and down the back. Lower your chest, breathe out. This time, come up onto your hands and your knees and into child's pose. In this variant of child's pose, you're going to bring your knees out wide as your mat, big toes together. But we're going to open up the side body. So you'll begin to walk your hands over to the right. Now you can keep your hands extended. You're also more than welcome to take your left hand and rest it directly on top of your right. Our bodies, they react to the world around us. Like a sponge, your body can soak up healing energy, or it can absorb and trap negative energy of stress and tension. And some people are so used to keeping their bodies tense and bound up that they don't even notice how much the body hurts or how strained and tight the muscles are. Stay here. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. This practice of yoga is all about connecting with your body. So I want you to take 3 more breaths, following the movement of breath on your left side. Go ahead and walk your hands to center and continue to walk over to your left. Arms may stay extended, or your right palm may rest on top of the left. Forehead comes to the ground. We all perceive the world through our 5 senses. Your body registers every sight, sound, smell, taste, emotion, thought, or image as sensation. You perceive warm and cool, pleasure and pain, anger and calm, and more, because your body translates these perceptions into physical sensation. So today, I want us to practice body sensing, where you'll directly address, develop, and deepen your relationship with your mind and body. Take 3 breaths as you breathe now into the right side of the body. Go ahead and lift in your head. Walk your hands to center. Shift up onto all fours. Now, as your wrists are underneath the shoulders and your knees are underneath the hips, you'll just rock in the hips side to side to help in the recirculation of blood. Now, as your pointer fingers are at 12 o'clock, the fingers evenly spaced, I want you to sense your thumbs, this felt feeling internally like they're coming in towards one another. And as you're going to come to pause in the center, we're going to come into downward facing dog. So you'll tuck your toes and lift your hip creases up and back. Now, in this active posture, I want you to just pedal out your feet. You can rise up onto the tippy toes and then release your heels down. With your feet hip distance and looking in between your feet, you want to feel that scoop of the tailbone up like you felt in the cow posture. And then you could look over to your right, or more so bring your right chin towards the right elbow or right shoulder. Looking over to the right. And then look over to your left. And then look back to the center in between the feet. We are going to come into a ragdoll. So it won't matter if you walk your feet to your hands or if you walk your hands back to your feet. 2 fists could fit in between the feet. We're going to release the compression of the low back. So bring your hands to the opposite elbows. Find a slight bend in the knees so the tailbone scoops up. And as you hold on to the opposite elbows, we're going to take some shoulder rolls. It is a bit awkward. And then go ahead and take the circles in the opposite direction. And then just hang here. You're always more than welcome to release your hands to dangle them. You can rock side to side or shake out the heavy head. If this is beginning to be too much for your low back, you can bend in your knees and rest your forearms onto your thighs and still let the head hang. And now, as you're going to release your hands down, we're going to come back into the downward facing dog. So, depending, you might have to walk your hands forward and step your feet back. You'll return into the inverted upside down V. Now, we are going to come into a half pigeon today. I'm going to show the example as well on the back. I'll first show the right leg lifts up towards the ceiling. And you're going to come to bring your right knee to the outer of your right hand, releasing your right knee and outer shin down. So if this does not work for your body, I'm going to show you this on the back. So you're more than welcome to make your way onto your back. I'll first speak to those that are going to reside in this shape. The right knee comes to the outer of your right hand. It's like we're creating a 7. The left leg is super long behind you with the ankle in line with the hip. For those on the back, you're going to bring your feet to ground and you'll bring your right ankle on top of the left thigh bone. You can press the knee away or you can hug the left knee in, interlacing the fingers behind the thigh. For those of you that are lifted, before we come into coming down, I want you to tent up your fingertips and bring your hands out as wide as your yoga mat. We're going to come into this like a wave. So you're going to lift in your chest, breathe in. You're going to lean forward. Elbows are going to point up towards the ceiling. And then you're going to curl up, chin to chest. Your head is the last to come up as you look up. And then you're going to wave forward and down. You'll inhale, curl in the spine, lift in your chest and look up. And then as you exhale, you'll roll forward. Take 2 more on your own. No rush. Once you get to the top, you can settle your hands down in front of you. Options, you can release down onto your forearms. You can take this a bit deeper and you can stack your hands on top of one another to create a pillow for your forehead or your cheek to rest. Now, I want you to tune in to the messages of your body. I need you to take practical and positive actions long before your body starts to shout to get your attention. So just want to remind you, there is the option to come onto your back. Listen to your body's voice. As we practice today, body sensing, let it teach you how to sense, locate, welcome, and respond to sensory information. Appreciate your body as a rich resource of valuable feedback. Your body does give helpful cues. So I need you to awaken your capacity to locate and respond to the subtle messages your body sends you. You'll be here for 1 minute. Take one more breath in and a breath out. You're going to rest your hands to the ground and straighten in your arms. We're going to come to hands and knees to all fours. Those on the back, you can bring the knees into the chest, roll to a side, and accompany us to all fours. Now, as your knees are directly underneath the hips, scoop the tailbone up to feel that widening of sit bones as you felt in the cow posture. We're going to come into melting heart. So there's going to be two options here. You can either walk your hands forward, shoulder width distance, and you'll begin to melt your chest down. You can look to your thumbs, or you can let the forehead rest to floor. You can also bring your elbows to the ground and your palms together like prayer or namaste hands, and bring your thumbs to the back of your neck. If you're feeling more of the tricep stretch, keeping the hips over the knees, you might be able to walk your elbows slightly a bit more forward. But you want the sides of your body to come down towards the ground, like you've created a ski slope along your spine. Now go ahead and release and return to your hands and your knees to all fours. Keeping your knees underneath your hips, so the left hand's to the middle of the mat. Rise your right arm up, opening up in the chest, space between your left ear and shoulder. Stay here and just feel your right shoulder and upper ribs come back. Take a full breath in. You're going to thread your right arm underneath the left and hover your outer shoulder and the side of your head. Come to re-extend the right arm up to the ceiling. Open up in the chest And then thread the right arm underneath the left. Hover your ear and outer shoulder. One more time. Press into the floor with that left hand as you reach the right arm up. And thread the right arm under. Reach. Re-extend your right arm up. Breathe in. And then settle your right hand down. Come back to tabletop. And then settle the right hand to the mid of your mat. Big hand. When you're ready, your left arm will come up. Experience length in your spine. Your neck is comfortable for your own body. You can look down at your hand, forward or up. Now take an inhale. You're going to thread your arm underneath the right, hover. Inhale, reach up, spin the chest open. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, spin the chest open. Exhale, thread the needle. This time, reach up and release your hand down, returning to tabletop. Wrists under shoulders. Fanning out the fingers, tuck in the toes, downward facing dog. And take 5 breaths in your downward facing dog. Sensing intuitively where your body wants to go in this inverted upside down V. Now for those that are going to come onto the back, go ahead and release down to hands and knees, and then position yourself onto the back. Those of you that are going to come into half pigeon from the downward facing dog, lift your left leg up and then come forward, shifting your weight forward. Gently settle your knee and outer shin to the floor. Right leg comes back with the ankle in line with the hip. So you're positioning the knee to the outer of the hand, creating somewhat of a 7. With the fingertips to the floor, hands as wide as the mat, we're going to find that wave. Inhale is the chest. Exhale, wave forward, elbows point up to ceiling. Chin to chest, slowly curl up, lift up, look up, and exhale, come forward. One more time together. Inhale and come forward. Exhale. Take a few more on your own. As you finish the one you're on, and the next time you make your way with the lift of your chest up, you'll settle your hands down. Now, this side might be very different. You might settle down onto your forearms. You may create a pillow. You may, on this side, had to have come onto your back. The side is different from the other, so you need to respond. The clues, don't wait until your body has to shout to get your attention. I want you to practice now on the 4 corners of your mat to scan your body and release unnecessary tension. Bodysensing is a tool that's always ready to help you relax into your wholeness and well-being, no matter your circumstances. This posture of half pigeon definitely has a quiet intensity to the shape. But as opposed to coming into the fight or flight, a tense response, Can you experience the sensations of relaxing? You can affirm to yourself, I can let go now. I can let go now. Your body responds positively to mindful breathing. While exhaling slowly through your nose, can you imagine tension throughout your body flowing away? Now go ahead and bring your hands to the ground and lifting your chest up. We are going to shift our weight over to the left and swing the right leg forward. For those on the back, no need to rush, gentle movement. You'll accompany us into taking a seat. The right leg is extended, and you're tucking the sole of your left foot into your inner thigh. Now relax your right leg. You might shake it, wave it side to side. You'll be hinging forward and down. Now you can find the placement of your hands that's most comfortable for you. You might explore turning your palms to face up so you don't have that desire of wanting to grab a hold of your foot. And as you relax the muscles in the back of your right leg, to allow yourself to tap into the relaxation response and find a release in your shoulders. With body sensing, the practice is to work from the outside in, from your skin to your brain. And when we work from the outside in, you'll begin to feel the changes, the effects from the inside out, from your brain to your skin, to help you produce deep relaxation and physical release from tension, stress, and negative ways of thinking, feeling, and reacting. So I want you to move your attention throughout your body. If you notice particular regions that are gripping and holding on, can you consciously choose to relax those parts? And go ahead and come to sit all the way up. Walk your hands in to stack your shoulders over your hips. Flex your right toes towards your face. We're going to take a twist over to the left. So you'll bring your right hand to your left knee and your fingertips of the left hand to the floor. As you sit up tall and lift in the chest, rotate and look back behind you. Stay here. Press down into the sit bones. Feel that lift of your chest up. And then as you rotate, you'll look back. Now you're going to smoothly come forward to the center with your torso. And you're going to come into a seated butterfly. Now, in the seated butterfly today, make sure that your heels are at least a hand and a half away from your pelvic floor. I'm going to be taking you through a practice where you're going to be sensing your hands. So as you hinge forward, you can find a cupping of your hands. As I move through this with you, you might find, as you'll in a moment examine your hands, that bringing your hands closer to your face is going to be helpful. So, with your eyes open, I want you to begin to examine your hands, your palms. Now you can always turn your hands for front and back. I want you to examine your fingers, the back of your hands. Notice their shape. Notice their color. Texture. Lines. Edges. Notice hair. Spots. Scars. Fingernails. Notice the thoughts that come to your mind as you examine your hands. Now you can hinge forward and you can turn your palms to face up, bringing your forehead to the arches of your feet. Close your eyes and bring your attention to your left hand. Let go about thinking of the hand. Feel your left hand. Experience the actual sensations that make up your left hand. Feel sensations of pulsing, throbbing, radiating. Notice your hand as a field of sensation and feel how far out this field of sensation reaches. Don't go into thinking. Keep feeling your left hand. Now I want you to sense your right hand. Experience the actual sensations that make up your right hand. Feel sensations of pulsing, throbbing, radiating. Notice your right hand as a field of sensation and feel how far out this field of sensation extends. Don't go into thinking. Keep sensing, feeling your right hand. Now feel both hands simultaneously. Take your time. Don't go into thinking. Just allow the energy and the aliveness of your hands to fully unfold in your awareness. Now open your eyes and keep feeling your hands. Close your eyes again while continuing to feel your hands. Go ahead and you can bring your palms to face down if they were turned up. Walk your hands in, sit all the way up. Extend your left leg long. So this is body sensing. Left leg long, tuck the sole of your right foot to your inner thigh. Because I had you just folding forward, let's first find the spine twist. So flex your toes to the face, shift your body, your upper body to the right as you bring your hands to the knee. Right fingertips to floor. Inhale, tall. Stay here, exhale, and twist. Stay here, breathe in. Rotate to look back, out breath. Now, slowly come forward to the center. You're going to relax in your foot, relax in the muscles of the backs of your legs, and then hinge forward and down. Notice how, as you feel and felt your hands, your thinking about them decreases. And then notice how, as you go into thinking about your hands, you go away from feeling your hands. This exercise is designed to reveal the powerful effect of feeling versus thinking. As you remain with body sensations, your thinking will slow down. Take one more breath in and a breath out. Go ahead and come to sit all the way up. You could with your right hand help the leg come up, so you'll plant your right foot to floor. And then go ahead and bring the left sole of your foot to the ground as well. You're going to bring your hands behind you. Your fingertips are going to point towards your heels forward. So as your feet are hip distance apart, we're going to come into a revolved or reverse tabletop. So you're going to press into your feet. You're going to lift your hips up, and you can either look up to the ceiling or you can let your head fall back. And then go ahead and slowly make your way onto your sit bones and into a cross-legged position. Now, if sitting like this is not comfortable for you, you can extend your legs. You're going to come to bring your palms to face down to rest onto the knees. And you can do this with your eyes closed or open. Sense and feel your jaw. Don't go into thinking, just sense and feel your jaw. Notice how your jaw, mouth, and other parts of your body soften and relax as you continue sensing and feeling your jaw. Notice how this one layer of sensation is experienced. It dissolves, and a next layer is revealed. Keep attention in your jaw. And as you do this, feel the progressive relaxation response that deepens over time. Notice how this relaxation response then migrates to other parts of your body. As you're going to return to your normal waking state of consciousness, allow your eyes to open and close several times, noticing the environment around you while continuing to feel your body. Bring your hands to the heart. With your hands to heart, let's take a cleansing breath. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. May you continue practicing body sensing at your desk, on your drives, while conversating with someone. Body sensing is a friend for life. With thumbs to forehead, we'll bow together and we'll say, Namaste. Hopefully, you were able to all experience body sensing, and you can carry this theme with you for the rest of the day. I guess we should be practicing for the rest of our life. This is a tool for life.